Amid the pandemic, the U.S. Army has been forced to make the recruiting process virtual. Despite that, interest in joining the Army is up in Oregon. As Jack Hirsch reports, some who lost jobs because of the pandemic are turning to the country's most senior branch.
This is the U.S. Armed Forces Recruiting Center here in Bend. It's where most of the recruiting outreach for the U.S. Army comes from in Central Oregon. It's closed now due to the pandemic, but that's not really slowing down the Army's recruiting efforts.
I think the trends overall continue to work in the Army favor in terms of virtual recruiting.
Craig Wilhelm, Oregon's civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army, can back that up because nationally, the Army hit its congressionally mandated recruiting target for the fiscal year 2020. That's without having many recruiting offices open and without many visits to schools. But there's a new source of interest.
Folks that potentially have left the job market because of COVID are looking to the Army as potentially a second career.
Nick Choi, Public Affairs Chief for the Portland Recruiting Battalion, which oversees Central Oregon, says the pandemic just may have been the push some people needed to join up.
And when you have this worldwide life-altering event, such as the pandemic we see here, it motivates people to go ahead and make that decision that they've been pondering for some time.
Wilhelm says the Army needed to re-strategize to take advantage of some of those people on the edge and let them know the Army was still hiring.
And so we were able to shift pretty quickly to meet that challenge. Our recruiters are recruiting virtually day in and day out and, are finding the social media way to get the recruiting message out.
This week will be another chance for people to join up. A virtual Army career fair with recruiters from all over Oregon and Washington on Thursday. In Bend, Jack Hirsch, News Channel 21.